how to get started. Well, I have an uncle that was a farrier for 30 years, long time. And I also had a cousin of mine that was a blacksmith, and he used to do some blacksmithing out here. So when I was about 15, I kind of figured out what he was up to, and I asked him if he'd show me how to do some of it. So I started my apprenticeship with him, and most people don't realize what an apprentice's job is, but hammering on metal is not one of them most of the time. So I would shovel buckets of coal and turn the fan on the blower, and you sit and watch the blacksmith work. And if you're paying attention, you should be learning a lot at the same time. Just because controlling and managing the fire in the blacksmith shop is every bit as or more important than doing any hammering, because you're controlling the living thing, because fire is alive. So it doesn't always play fair. You have to pay attention to it really close. But I started learning from him, and after a couple of years of learning from him, I kind of went off on my own and started, teaching myself things, practicing what I knew, and letting it take me into other stuff. I've had the rare chance to learn some things from some old timers that were still around, and because my trade is a dying art form. So people tell me it feels alive in me, but I mean, there's not many people to learn from anymore, and even less so. That's partly why it's a dying art form, is because all of those old timers that knew this stuff, they carried those secrets to the grave with them. I mean, it wasn't everybody else's secrets to know, and that's what kind of has shrouded this job in magic and mystery through the years, is because of those secrets. How does a guy stick his hands in fire and shape metal into all these crazy and beautiful things that people need, and that's what mystified me about it.
Do you have anyone that you are teaching, practicing?
No, ma'am. No, I don't. Not at the moment. Well, part of the goal here was to eventually, with me working here, is to start opening up beginning blacksmithing classes to the public that we can have here at the museum, and for my own goals, maybe to even have a beginning blacksmithing class at ABAC, to where the class could be held over here through Ag Sciences or an elective, or however they see fit to do that. I would be completely open to it.
That's actually pretty cool. I'm a wildlife nature, so
Well, I mean, it's a lot of, it serves a lot of practical applications just to have somebody to give you a little bit of know-how. I mean, once you might not ever have a need to forge something crazy, but just the simple little learning how to manipulate that practically in real life with somebody that's going to let you do it hands-on you'll carry that a long way through your lifetime versus you just reading. I believe.
Mm-hmm.